What's going on, YouTube? Just started right here to jump on a little quick live, man. Waste about, I gotta go do something at 11. I gotta go get in line for a pre order. Hopefully, I'm able to get some boxes that I want. So just down here wasting a little bit of time. Maybe see what's going on. See what's going on with folks out here today. How about them Cowboys? Nah, I'm just wasting a little bit of time. I gotta. Oh yeah, home of the brave and land of the free. Proud to be an American. Keep on thinking that, man. What you need to do is worrying about a ring, man. Go fix that roof before that fucking Detroit weather encaves it, man, and puts you and your loved ones at risk. Stop talking about you having fancy stuff, man. You don't. I I believed you at one time having fancy stuff, but I don't believe you no more, little man. You call me little man. You weigh 175, bro. You a little man. You weigh 175. You 5'6", 5'7". You ain't too much bigger than me. We about the same size, man. If ain't that if ain't that I got more weight than you, man. Your mama did. Go ask your mama. She's my psych doctor. Your mama. That's who let me out. Your mama. Go if you have issues, go have issues with her for letting me out the psych ward. Little man. Kiss the ring. What you need to go do is put that ring. If you do have a ring, go put that at the what's it called, the American Pond, man, up there with Les Gomez. Nah. You see, you over here. You over here. You over here. That tells me you're just a degenerate, right? Right? You're just a degenerate, racist piece of shit, deadbeat father. Going to jail. Being threatened with going to jail. Being a fugitive of the law for non-compliant of being a father. That's a damn shame, man. You worried about, you talking about me and Mark eating good. It should be you and your family eating good. But what can I expect from a piece of shit, deadbeat father, right? You'd rather be over there eating with another predator instead of eating with your family. That tells me that speaks volumes, man. That speaks volumes of who you really are. You'd rather be eating with the degenerate sexual deviant predator. Well, you know, birds of a feather flock together. I can't expect anything else other than that, man. All right? You talk about having fancy things, kiss the ring, but why don't you talk about fixing your roof? We know where the lawsuit's going. It's going. You got November 6th. No, November. You know the pre-trial. Don't act crazy. Don't act crazy. Don't act like you don't know what's going on. Don't act like you don't know what's going on. The court date, well, if you're such a tough guy, go with the defamation on your channel. Go start up the videos and leave them there. Don't delete them. I don't delete none of my videos. When I call you a racist piece of shit, deadbeat dad that can't be a provider, that supports male rapists, am I lying? Am I lying? Or am I telling the truth? You can't have me fooled, little man. Your ribs are showing. Right? I look at the conditions you're living. That tells me 9 out of 10 times your stomach is touching its back. My bad. There we go. I was clicked on the video, man, that popped up on the feed real quick and it took me out the live. But I'm back, man. I'm back. See, I can call you uh, all these opinions based off truth. Can you do the same without deleting your videos? Tough guy. Pre-trial hearing is in about 30 something days. Little man. In 30 something days, we will have our pre-trial hearing. You act like you don't know what's going on or what's being partaken. You answered it, but I'm gonna give you a piece of advice. When you file something by law, you're supposed to send me a copy. All right. So next time you submit something to the courts, I suggest you send me a copy. Off your greatness, man. You ain't got. If you call that shack of a home greatness, good luck, man. You live in a fantasy world, bro. What you need to be doing, I already done told you, man. Go get you a ladder, get you a box of nails, get you a pallet of shingles, and get up there and do you some hard work, man. Hard work has never killed anybody. That's what you need to do. Instead of being on here trolling or I don't know what you're doing, right? I honestly don't know. If you have time to do this, you have time to get on that ladder and fix that roof. Take that blue tarp off, man. That's just a temporary fix. That's not a fix. It's like what I said, it's temporary. Right? If you have time to get on here and defame people's character, assassinate people's character, defend a monster like Mark Moore, and say, "Hey, we're eating over here. We're eating." You're proud of that. You're proud of saying, "Hey, I rock with the sexual deviant." I'm proud of that, right? You say that I exploited the victims, trying to make money off the victims. You just explained that you eating with Mark. I gave you a career. We gave 15. You are nobody. See, you're confused. You live in social media, man. Social media for you is like La La Land. It's like fantasy, the Wizard of Oz. Fantasy, man. I live in reality, right? And I look at your reality, and it's dark, bleak, depressing. Because it's like you call me a psych patient, you're a psych patient. Because I live in reality. You live in fantasy world. You live in La La Land. You live in La La Land. You think you live in a house that's 3 floors. You got an elevator in it, right? How many garages? How many garages do you have? 6. How many Lambos you have in there? 2 to 3. How many do you have? You're a delusional little man that's never had nothing in life other than what you've portrayed to yourself to believe that you have. You have nothing in life. In reality, you have nothing. What you are is a dime a dozen, a bottom feeder. Never been nothing in life, never accomplished nothing in life. In 2012, you could have paid $3,000 to feed your child. And then I look at your living circumstances in 2025. I look at that and I'm like, damn, bro, this guy has never leveled up. Right? Never leveled up. Never leveled up. That's a damn shame, man. But I see why. Instead of working on self, being a man and being a provider and a protector for his household, you're over there on the jockstraps of many man. That's sad. That is sad. Way better. You live in a fucking shack box, bro. Show where you live. Dox yourself. Right? Do that little short where you're hitting the skeleton. Right? When you want to say, if you want to survive how to survive in prison, when you want to survive at prison, this is what you have to do, right? That's your house. You don't even have drywall. You don't even have fucking drywall. You have that fucking 1960s RV fucking panels on your fucking rooms. And you talk about you're the greatest. That you have this and that. You gloat yourself, you boast yourself, but like I said, you live in a fucking delusional fantasy world, my man. To where you're the king. Yeah, I give you the king. You're the king of your delusional life. I give you that. If you want to call yourself the king of delusional in your environment, well, I give it to you. I'm not going to contradict you. You're the king of that shithole. That fucking shack of a shithole, man. And then you want to act like you're a content creator persona making millions or making thousands. I highly doubt that you have any kind of money in the bank. Because if you had any kind of money in the bank, that roof would have been fixed. Even having homeowners insurance, that roof would have been fixed. But once again, you're a person that drives without insurance. You don't register your vehicles. You're just a reckless driver. You're a reckless person. So if you're a reckless driver behind a vehicle, I can just imagine how you treat your home, right? You're a reckless homeowner. You don't put insurance on it, right? If you don't put insurance on your vehicles, that tells me you don't put insurance on your homes. No wonder your shitty roof hasn't been fixed. And I'm the delusional one. No, if I was in your situation, I would get offline and go fix my roof for my kids, man. Once I fix the roof and everything's set, ready for the winter, and we're ready to face that Detroit winter, then I get online. Get my priorities straight, right? Which you haven't since 2012, and it paints a picture, man. You couldn't pay $3,000 to your first kid. I don't know if that's your first kid or not, right? Don't get me wrong. It's one of them. It's one of your kids, right? Because you were able to pay. You had to pay for it. $3,000. So now I fast forward 15 years later, and I look at the way you're living, 2x4s on the windows as window locks. I'm like, fuck, man. I can go to South Dallas, and I can just take a picture. Like I already said, man. If you look at the motherfucking Trap Museum of T.I., if you look at T.I.'s Trap Museum and you look at this piece of shit guy's house, identical twins. T.I. should have just went over there and did the fucking shot at your house. Your shit got more fucking of a trap feeling. That shit to me has more of a trap feeling. Like that I think that picture should have been in T.I.'s Trap Museum, man. As the photo album cover. Yeah, I think if you were to do that, man, that shit, it would go bananas, bro. It would go skyrocket numbers, right? That's what I would do, man. If I was the man in your situation, I'd go get me if you don't own a ladder yet as a homeowner, you should own at least 2-3 ladders, right? You're going to have multiple tasks. Not all ladders are going to require you to have a 12-foot ladder. But it helps to have a 12-foot ladder, man, when you want to get on the roof and find out if you have a leak like you do. Right? Don't take a dump, man. Go get on the roof and fix the roof. Don't do it for me. Do it for your loved ones, man. But since 2012, you don't care about your kids. You couldn't provide for them. So what makes you think that you're going to start doing it now? It's not going to happen, right? I'm asking too much from this guy. I'm asking him to To be a man and a provider is asking too much of this character. It's just asking too much. To simply get on your roof, upkeep your property. That tells me you've never been to prison, man. Because if you upkeep your property like that, man, how are you going to keep your cell? How are you going to keep your cell up to par? And you're supposed to be this. Stomp down content. Man, YouTube has benefited. It's paying me more money than what I did driving a 18. I got to question that too, man. Where you're going to have to post a picture of a CDL. Post a picture of a CDL, man. Stop lying to your audience. Stop lying to an audience, man. All these content creators are 18-wheelers. A lot of these big content creators with big... Look at Tim Snow. Tim Snow be racking up views like a motherfucker. And that man still be driving an 18-wheeler. And that man will tell you he ain't leaving that 18-wheeler job. It pays too good. It pays more than YouTube. You can't sue nobody for public knowledge, man. It's public knowledge. It's public. It's public, man. All you have to do is enter somebody's name, and you'll know what everything's out there about them. It'll populate. So, if I'm going to be held responsible for what's online, that's public information. Well, you know, he got one option. He can sue me. He can sue me. If I'm telling lies, or I'm telling defamation statements, or I'm slandering him, or I'm telling lies, he can sue me. Right? And I suggest he should sue me. If he feels that I'm lying about him, or I'm selling lies, that I suggest he should take the civil matters in his hands, like I did, and get in court. That's it. If he feels like I'm invading his privacy, but he's a public figure. So a public figure can't be scrutinized? Well, then I guess what happened to freedom of speech? Is my First Amendment being violated? I'm not speaking defamation or slandering behavior. It's just the facts and truth. How can you get mad at the truth? You can't. You got them jumping on my life. God knows I don't even go over there and watch their videos, man. I don't even go watch their videos. I don't watch their lives. I don't have any kind of alter accounts. I don't go over there expressing my opinion or trying to spin any kind of narrative. I don't partake in anything they do, man. Right? I don't go over there. I come and do me on my platform to speak my formulated opinion. Right? That's it. Freedom of speech. I'm not defaming anybody. I'm not slandering anybody. I'm not making lies. Uh, I'm not invading his privacy. I'm not putting his phone number out there. I'm not putting his address out there. I'm not putting his uh, any kind of information that you would be considered private, right? I'm not putting it out there. I'm not putting a picture of his house. I'm not putting a picture of his vehicles. I'm not putting a picture of anything that's private. If it's not online, that's public knowledge, I'm not gonna mess with it, man. Even if somebody sends me a screenshot from something else, I'm not even answering any emails, man. I just strictly delete it. All right. Anything pertaining to this or anything, I just delete it right away, man. Let me see, what is that? I believe substance pro. Man, look, Jesse Cunningham. Pretty soon, man, I'm gonna have Robert Delgado, man, and he lives for this type of stuff, right? He lives for debates and opinion based off like that, devastating outcomes when the substance pro. I mean, man, it's to me, it's always gonna be the supply and demand. It's business, man. I mean, this country, every other world was built basically on business methods, man, business standards. Supply and demand, man. I mean, shit. You get the demand to go down, then the supply will go away. It's that simple. Nah, man. I don't. I don't need to make. I don't need to make up with anybody, man. Uh, uh, I don't associate with myself with nobody. I'm not. I'm not here to speak bad. I've my personal experience. I started seeing too many red flags, and when you see too many red flags with somebody or somebody's character, you just you distance yourself from it, right? You're not gonna sit there and agree and be feminine and going to be back and forth, right? You just distance yourself, and that's what I did. I don't know what he's been up to, what he's doing, or and honestly, I don't care, right? I'm doing me. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm reporting on what I feel like reporting, and I feel like making lives on whatever I feel like I talk about, right? I'm not gonna let these people assassinate my character, have me shunned, and have me silenced, right? Because at the end of the day, I wasn't doing anything wrong, right? I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't speak any bad ill about anybody. I didn't disrespect anybody. But at the same time, my character's been assassinated, and that's being leveled out as we speak in the courtroom. November, it's pre-trial. It's a pre-trial hearing in November. Okay, so that's where everybody presents their witnesses, whatnot. Okay, and then we go. What are we going? I'm asking for a trial by judge. Right? I'm asking for a trial by judge. I'm gonna let the judge decide. Oh yeah, it's a recent. It's an upload. It's a rerun. It's a rerun, man. I have it. I have it. To be honest about it, swear to God, I don't watch. I don't even know what they're talking about, what they're up to, or who's who, or who's with who and who's with not. I'm just doing my own, man. I'm not. This YouTube world. The more that I get to realize it, man, it's a deviant world, man. YouTube is a deviant world, man. It's It's a place where people can call you a psych patient, and in reality, they're the psych patients, right? Where people can be so disrespectful behind the security blanket of a anonymity, right? Just behind a screen name, a troll, right? It's it's uh it's like you either you get down or you lay down. So you're either gonna have to adapt to the environment that you're choosing to be in, and adapt, right? And that's what I'm choosing. I'm choosing to adapt to this environment. I'm not choosing to run. I've never been a runner. I just had to sit back and, compose myself and level out the playing field, man. Right? Because that's why I decided to take this piece of shit, to civil court. I'm not. That's the thing, man. I'm not worried about the channel, man. I'm not worried about the channel. As long as I can fuck up plays, that's all I care about, man. And put it out there. Right? As long as I'm that annoying motherfucker, I'm happy with that, man. I'm happy. I'm happy with just being that gnat, buzzing around your ear, going up all up in your nostrils, spitting me out every now and then. But here I come buzzing again. Zzz, zzz, zzz. You see how annoying a gnat is? A fruit fly, so small and so annoying, right? Until you finally swap it out the way. Until you finally swap it out the way, then you get rid of it, right? I'm happy with just being that gnat. Annoying the fuck out of you. I don't do it for the money, man. Yes, I monetize the videos, right? I monetize them. Why not? That's the whole purpose of YouTube, right? But if it doesn't get no views or makes any pocket change, do I care? Do I lose any sleep? Am I going to lose my morals and my integrity for views and clicks? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I do not think so, right? I'm not a degenerate, right? Like this piece of shit dropping in the comments saying me and Mark are eating good. Instead of saying, man, you know what? Me and my family are eating good off of this bullshit. Like put your priorities in forward so I can be like, yeah, man, this guy's thinking about his family, but he ain't thinking about it, right? He's thinking about the jockstrap of another fucking man. Me and Mark are eating good. Y'all ain't eating good. Y'all eating each other up. Eating good. Believe me. From your surroundings, it looks like ramen noodles that you're eating. Ramen noodles. If you're lucky, you might throw a tuna in there. But you really ain't eating. You live in this fantasy. Because that's being courteous, man. That's being courteous. That's being courteous. That's being like a greeter, man. You ever go to Chick-fil-A and they tell you my pleasure? Do you think it's actually their pleasure to say it's my pleasure? Ask yourself. Ask yourself. Have you ever gone to Chick-fil-A and they tell you it's my pleasure? And you ask yourself, do you think it's really their pleasure? It's called courtesy. Common sense. It's a form of greeting people, right? So do you want me to just come on here and say, hey, screw everybody? I'm being polite. Like What other example would you like for me to tell you? You think them people at Chick-fil-A, when they tell you my pleasure, you think it's really their pleasure to be there serving you like their servant? Ask yourself. But they have to go by the rules of the game, right? YouTube wants you to be friendly, interact with your audience. That's all I'm doing is obliging the community guidelines. I'm not breaking them. I'm not violating them. So you want me to be a lawbreaker? I don't understand this, Alfredo. So what is YouTube? YouTube is not a business? What is YouTube? Don't people get paid? You're contradicting yourself, Alfredo. Right? YouTube is a business. That's why you have pieces of shit defaming, assassinating characters, trying to make Mark Moore seem like a normal guy. It's a business. So why would I not play the games of the business? Why? Alfredo? Answer that, ese. Well, that's what they want you to do, man. I'm going with the community guidelines, man. YouTube wants you to greet and be interactive with your audience, man. Even through your audience might not like you. What do you want me to say? So if you go to an establishment and the person that's running that establishment doesn't greet you in a nice manner way, or you want to stop by and shop at that establishment, YouTube is a business. So maybe you've never been in the position of business mentality mind, man. All right. Sometimes you got to make the customer comfortable for they can come and purchase stuff at your store. Go look at the videos, man. Go look at videos when they teach you how to make how do you start your video. They want you to have interactions with your audience, man. To thank them. Every time you hit a milestone, of 1,000 subscribers, they tell you, hey, here goes an idea to thank your subscribers. YouTube wants you to thank your subscribers, your followers. Now you're making stuff up, bro. You're just trying to find any kind of reason to contradict yourself. You're like a person that I already know who it is. With just a different account. I don't care if you shop at my store. You and many others not stopping at my establishment does not make me lose any sleep. You've never been in the business mentality environment, man. Right? I care about my business. So that's why I do everything to make somebody come into the front door. I greet them. Thank you for coming in. Look around. If it's something you like, you can buy. But you are trying to be like a contradicting person, like just to troll or fight, man. Like you don't have anything better. Like if you don't agree with somebody, instead of trying to cause conflict and look for contradictions and try to look for argument points, get offline. Get off of my live. That's your option up here is trying to create conflict of no argument points. You have no argument points. I done defeated all your argument points. YouTube is a business. I don't care if you don't shop in my business. I don't care about user clicks. I don't. It's a business, right? That's why you got pieces of shit like this dude Dante. What you look at him pulling up? Carl, I suggest you call to your local police department and report this incident, man. Uh, go to your local police department and file a formal complaint, man. Be like, hey, I think this is the dude that sold me that bad Finney. What can we do, man? hold my feet to the fire, man. Get your lick back. If getting your lick back will get you some kind of comfort of losing all your teeth, man, on allegedly my behalf, then I suggest you take the proper steps to get the justice you seeking, my brother. Nah, I don't want to play no soggy biscuit, bro. I don't know what no soggy biscuit. I don't like soggy biscuits to begin with. I'll pass on that. And I don't want to play no games with nobody named Osama bin Queefin. Just by the screen names just makes me want to stay away from you, broskies. I can already smell you. I can smell you a mile away already. I think that's gonna be a easy pass. That's gonna be an easy pass for me, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for the offer, but I'm gonna have to respectfully deny your request to play any kind of a soggy type of game, or any kind of type of game at hand with a guy named Osama bin Whiffin. Where's the cornhole guy at? The cornhole stuffer. Nah, man, but I'll bullshit to the side, man. It's a lot of y'all might think that I'm psych patient or nah, man. It's only fair that when you're wrong, man. When somebody wrongs you to the extreme that they have wronged me, it's only fair that I seek retributions, and only then, when I feel fit and feel I've been righted, well, I'll end it. But till then, I'll just get up out here, talk nonsense. Right. Freedom of speech, man. As long as I keep it respectfully, don't slander, don't defame, speak the truth. Well, then shit, you can't get in trouble, man. You only get in trouble when you start defaming and lying and making shit up, right? Only then, man. So oh shit. Fuck.